first year after high school, I'm going to attend UC Santa Cruz. The life there is nice. I like the distance from home, and if I get bored, I can always take a hike or enjoy the boardwalk nearby. While I'm there, I will be majoring in business management economics and probably minor in theater arts. The major probably won't directly translate to the career I'm interested in, but I'll explain later. And I chose my minor just because I like acting on stage. I might not minor in theater at all since I don't need the minor to participate for school plays. Plus, I won't have to do the extra work. Out of the 10 dorms in UC Santa Cruz, I will be in College 10 and College 9. Well, it's basically the same thing. Once room and board is paid for, I'm set. My other option for housing in year 1 is to live in a studio. Even though the housing price for the studio is cheaper than that of the UC, I still want to experience the college life, rooming with students and making new friends. By year 5, I hope to work for Audible, the Amazon company that sells audiobooks. If I'm lucky, I might even make connections to game developers like DICE or movie makers like Disney. When my life settles, I'll move into a house at Monterey. I've always had a pleasant connection to that place, probably because I've been to the aquarium so many times. Anyway, life should turn out okay, assuming that everything goes according to plan. And that everything includes finance. Now I have to address the margin of error. A lot of assumptions and liberties had to be taken while I've worked on my plan. For example, the prices of household necessities. 5 years from now, I doubt I will be using the exact same microwave I use at home that I do in the future. Microwaves might not even exist in the future. Ever think about that? While I was working on this plan, I didn't know about my dorm choice until recently. So I had to make a last-minute adjustment to my housing section. College 9 was actually my second dorm choice, but I guess it do be like that. Also, I originally planned to major in communications or broadcasting, but UC Santa Cruz actually has neither of those. Both might be better for voice acting, so I might transfer to a different school, but that depends on what I think in the future. My budget isn't perfect, for obvious reasons. In my year 1 income, I assumed that I would make $13 an hour and work 40 hours a month. I haven't started working yet, so I don't feel credible enough to say that, and the job I got hired to recently actually pays me more than I assumed. Will I have a higher budget surplus? Only the future will tell. Speaking of the future, the demand for voice acting is actually in decline. From 2016 to 2026, the US Bureau of Labor Statistics expects the job outlook to decrease by 9%. If I am unwanted or a robot replaces me, I'll have to find a career other than voice acting, of course. Anyway, the plan isn't foolproof, but I'm okay with that. Why am I choosing to pursue this path? Well, I don't think I'm strong enough in math or science to follow a path towards engineering or medical science. And even though I do enjoy acting on stage, I don't really want that to be my job. Meanwhile, voice acting seems like the best option for me. I mean, it would be so cool if I could say anything, or something like,
"This is the CDA. Come out slowly with the child in plain sight."
Why else would you show up with that thing on your back just 3 days before President Business is going to use the crackle to end
the first battle? When the shadows first lengthened, one stood.
Hey.
Maybe not the last one, but I'd still get paid. This career does sound like something I would enjoy, and even though I'm saying this from hindsight, it certainly sounds more interesting than a typical office job. Conveniently, UCSC has what's called the KZSC radio station. I could work or volunteer there to build my experience in voice acting. So then, why did I choose business as my major? Well, even though business sounds like it won't quite fit into my career, it will still give me a business mindset that I can apply to not only voice acting, but other careers as well, in case my plan changes. One thing that motivates me is thinking about my parents. If my parents could fly overseas and live a good life, then I have confidence that I'll succeed within California. I've gotten this far in my life, what could possibly go wrong? Did I just jinx myself?